Welcome to Hobbies and Hyperfocus. Sorry, my curls are not curling today. They're kind of crunchy. Hi, hello. Welcome to Hobbies and Hyperfocus. My name's Pam. This is my house. Technically, this is not my house. This is a lake. But I'm in my house. I just don't want anyone to see the mess that my child has, all my husband and child have created. Basically, everything in that doesn't have a place in my house ends up in my office because this is also the storage room. So, welcome to my lake. Um, Again, I'm Pam. Pronouns are she, her. I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Treaty 6 territory. Um, I have this channel basically to babble about my cross stitch, but sometimes I babble about tarot, and sometimes I babble about pens, and sometimes I babble about other things such as lilies. Oh wait. Sorry. I'm also an ADHD person, so hyper focused. That is my main ADHD symptom. Where some people are super scattered, I tend to like get on something and I just do it and do it and do it and do it and do it for hours and hours and hours, which is kind of good in my career. I have to do a lot of data entry and data analysis, and so being super focused on kind of minimal tasks over and over and over um, is a good thing. That's where the name um, for the channel came from, is hobbies and hyperfocus. And I also like to do tarot. So I've tried to film this once already today, and I forgot to hit film on the other thing so you could see my cross stitch. So the card of the day is the 10 of Pentacles, or in the cat tarot, the 10 of Treats. I track my cards. Oh, that was weird. I had like a laggy lag thing there. I think it's fixed now. So the 10 of Pentacles, or in the cat tarot, the 10 of Treats. This is fulfillment of all your stuff that you've been working towards. Pentacles, again, is the card of the physical, of financial. So this is a good card. It means that you have worked, you've done all the things, you've reaped the rewards, and now you're ready to start working towards the next goal. So, King of Pentacles. And I track my tarot on a spreadsheet. I showed that last time because, again, data analyst. And I also track it cross-stitchily on a black work piece, which I will show in a couple minutes. So there is that. It is August 27th today. It's a Wednesday, which is unusual for me because I usually film on a Sunday. But my car got a flat tire and it's in the shop for a couple days. So I'm working from home. I'm a little today, see if you can't tell. So I'm working from home until hopefully it gets fixed today because I got to go to the office and get my HelloFresh today. And I thought I tried to film this on Sunday and I was feeling kind of about myself. I do that. I go through that. I'm not really great at this Flosstube thing. I'm not getting engagement. I'm not reaching out to people. So I'm going to try different things. And so that leads us to the next thing. I joined the Canada Swaps. This is Canada Swaps 3. This is put on by Karen of the Stitching Owl out of Ontario, London, Ontario, I think she is. And the idea is that a bunch of Canadian cross-stitchers or cross-stitch YouTuber, floss tubers get together and they swap um, fully finished pieces. So I got, oh, and the theme this year is seasons. So the season that my partner chose is winter. Winter. and it was winter, not holiday. So not Christmas. There's a lot of Christmas patterns that are not, like a lot of winter patterns that are Christmas. That so I had a harder time finding it. And the other kind of thing that we had to do is, if at all possible, that the designer of the pattern be a Canadian as well. So I managed to do that, and my pattern is Snow Queen from Max Pigeon of Pigeon Co-op. And he is based out of, I think, Quebec. I'm thinking it's Quebec. And so we had to fully finish it, and so I made a banner. So this is a type of banner. I'll put a thing, like a twine or a ribbon on here. I'm gonna hopefully mail out today when I get my car back. It was supposed to be mailed out Sunday after I did the Flosstube, but my car, driving my mom home an hour out of the city, and my tire went flat and apparently needs to be replaced. So my car's been in the shop for 4 days, so hopefully today I get it back. Again, I have to go to the office to pick up my HelloFresh box, all the things. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be invited back, because looking at it, I don't think that I did it very well. Like, my fully finishing is a little off. I thought when I did it, I measured everything and it looked right, but now it doesn't. So I don't think I did it right. I don't think I'm going to be invited back. But, yeah, I used navy blue Lugana, which was the only navy blue I could get a hold of. It's done with DMC floss. There's 4 colors. So there's like a light white, a a very, very light blue, a mid blue, and a darker blue, and with like a pop of yellow. And then I put in Krynic. So like the ones that are like black work are all Krynic. So I will be mailing that off today, and I hope, or tomorrow if I can't get my car back until tomorrow. So yes, this is the fully finished piece, and I quilted it on the back. It's got the little beadies. So that is ready to go out. That is the only fully finished. No, I have done one for Lily this year. I fully finished the L for Lily in March. Okay, and the next piece is a finish. So this has been with me for a year, and this is Kidmil Falche. And Kidmil Falche means 100,000 welcomes in Gaeilge. And since I've been studying Gaeilge, since I was like 16, I started trying to learn Gaeilge. I when I saw this in a cross stitch magazine a long, long time ago, I ripped it out. Well, I bought all the magazines, but when I had to pare them down, I ripped out the patterns. And this is done on white, I think it's just Witchelt. It's like the thin one. I'm not sure if it's Zweigert or Witchelt, because it was in my stash for a really long time. And it's just white white linen. It's what do you call that? I think it's 32 count. That was usually what I was buying, so I think that's what it is, just white 32 count. And it's all done in DMC. The designer was Patricia O. Thomas, and I found that her design company is called Countess Designs. So I finished this. Oh, when did I finish this? Let me see. Sorry, I'm bringing up my Notion here. I finished it. Where's that? Stitching progress. It was in the 27th of July. I finished it. So this one I started in, I think, June of last year. Let's see. June 21st of 2024 to July 27th of 2025. So I had the only thing that I had left was to go over every single thing with black backstitch. And that was easy enough for me to do because I can do that and watch TV or listen to a podcast or something. And yeah, I finally finished it. I have had this in my stash since the 90s. Like the 1990s. Because I'm old. So that is my finish for the time being. Sorry, get to see my stripy stripes. And this is my focus piece for the year. It's getting to the point where it's difficult to get it all in. There we go. So this is Mermaid of the Pearls. This is my second time stitching this. I bought her and stitched her when she first came out, again in the maybe in the early 2000s. And she was my unicorn pattern. I was loaned this pattern from a friend in the United States. And I want to get it back to her because it's worth quite a bit probably. So she's my focus piece for the year. I am working on the tail part right now. Like I've come down, I bought all the Krynics. Actually, I'm using Petite Treasure braid, not Krynic for this. So I've brought it down. I have this pink that will come down here, and then the tail, and then I just got to find the beads. Now, I was lucky enough this summer that we were able to take a small trip, and we went to Calgary, and I was able to go to, what is it called? I cannot remember. I will put that down somewhere. But I was able to go to the cross stitch shop, and I wish I would have had more time, but my family was with me and my kids do not have patience for my cross stitch nonsense. But I managed to get all of the Krynic called for my other mermaid, which is Aquafina, Aquabella, the Crystal Mermaid Aquabella by Bella Filipina. My brain in the morning is not the greatest, but I just wanted to get this done because when I tried to do it on Sunday, I just was not feeling myself. So basically, I have the tail part to finish. There's a few little bubbles that come up that I have to do. They're harder to do because they're not really an easy count from anything. Oops. So yeah, I usually do all the DMC and then all the metallics and then all the beads, but it just wasn't working out when I did it that way, so I ordered all metallics, and so I've been doing that. And I haven't done any stitching for over a week because I've just been busy and trying to get other things done, but now that I've completed this Flosstube, maybe I can do this. Okay. Another focus piece for me this year has been this is the Black Work Tarot Tracker, and I've gotten up to August the 17th because it finished a row, and so the patterns are patterning. I'm still seeing, I think maybe because I see more of the yellow because it's brighter, but actually it seems like, according to my counts, Pentacles is, let's see, Pentacles is still winning. Yeah. I have 51 Pentacles. Major Arcana is coming up quite quickly. But the number one card is still, let's see. Oh. It doesn't show me which one. Yeah, Page of Swords. 12 pages of swords have happened, which is the most by a lot. It's like the next nearest one is the Four of Pentacles with 9. So yeah, like 12 times that has come up so far. And I've tracked this except for the 16 days when I was in the hospital with my gallbladder, which are showing here. Oh, string. I cannot get it. There we go. Oh, just a thread. So yeah, I've been trying to keep up with that. I don't stitch it every day. I try to do a week at a time, but I do track it in my tracker here. So I track it in my Bonichi. You see, I put down what they are. This is like my languages that I'm learning. So right now I'm learning 10 of them, just so that they all fit. And then my tarot goes down the side. So I track that and then I put it into the spreadsheet. So I might do a thing on my Hobonichi later and some of the other things that I do with my books and my stuff, but that is where I am for that. I keep knocking my... This is just to like mark where the middle is. The next thing that I will be doing is that I got Megan's piece from the Autumn is So Joyful, or Is This Joyful? That is where Stephanie was. So we basically started this. The person who started it had this and then up and over. And then the second part was this. The third part I did was this. I didn't do this part. This was Stephanie that did that part. And then I will be going up to here and a little bit over. So yeah, I will be finishing off the round robin part of it. So this is just done. What did Megan do it on? Nothing Rhymes with Orange, I think it's called. It is Nothing Rhymes with Orange, and it's 18 count Ada, which I usually don't use Ada because I just don't like the feel of it. But this one doesn't feel weird and crunchy. So like this Ada on this piece, this is done on Ada as well. This is like the Michael's Ada, and it's weird and it's stiff, and I don't like it. And I think that was my experience with Ada most of the time, was that it was stiff and hard to deal with. This is nice. It's like the orange autumny fabric. So this is all done in DMCs, and we just all got the pattern, and we all got a piece of fabric, and we all got all of the DMCs, and we just kept the pattern in the DMC with us, and then we sent it around. And this I will send back to Megan in, I think, January is when we're sending them back. December, January, I don't know, we'll find out. But I just got this on Friday, and so I wanted to track. I finally got it because I've been a bit iffy with some of my ability to stay. Not really, I'm not iffy. I just get really, really anxious about round robins that I'm going to be the one who loses something. So that is pretty much my cross stitch stuff for now. I might go into different planners because it is now Hobonichi planner season. Now, for those of you who are not in the planner community, it's probably not going to be interesting to you. But if it is, you can stay and watch. It would be nice if more people joined the planner community. But the big thing about Hobonichi, sorry, I'll turn this one off. The big thing about Hobonichi is that their planners go on sale always on September 1st, Japan time. So that's like August 31st, North American time. And I usually order it directly from Japan. I found that it costs more if I order it from Wonder Pens in Toronto because then they have to import it and then they have to ship it. And so I'd rather just pay the shipping once. So this year I'm thinking of going down. Last year I bought the cousin, which is this A5 one. This is my other swap from Michelle. I bought the cousin, which is the A5 or book size. And the reason that I bought this one, why I like this one, is for these weeklies. So like the weeklies, I don't know if I have my camera. Is the camera still on? No, it isn't. Put it back on. Okay. Second section. Okay, the weeklies. I like the weeklies. I like this weekly layout. Yeah, so really like this weekly layout. The Hobonichi has, like, you have your yearly, and this part. You have your yearly, you have your quarterly, so these are quarters. You have monthlies. I don't use monthlies as much as a lot of people do, but some people do. We have our weeklies, and then there's 1 day per, and you can use that. And the cover I got is this one. It's little cats, and there's like a moon in here. There's the moon and a mouse. That's why I got this one. And you just keep the covers and you buy a new book. But I think I might switch to this one. So this is the A5 size. It's a little smaller, like half the size, actually half the size. If you see, it's half the size. So this is A6 and this is A5. And I find that I'm not filling the A6 up. This is just Astrology 365 in here. I haven't been using it, but I might just order a week's, which is a skinny one, and then the weekly for this size, and then I'll just use this because I like these cats on toast. The cats on toast is cute. There's another cat on toast. And I got the cover on cover for them, so they're all protected. So I'm gonna probably do a quick what I'm gonna do planner season thing later as well and add it to this. Those are my two main hobbies right now, other than work. Also, not next week, the week after. Next week, my kids go back to school, so I probably should deal with the school supply stuff. And the week after that, and the Monday after that, my mother and I are going on our trip finally. Despite always wanting to go to Ireland and Europe, my mom decided at the last minute we're not going to do Europe. We're going to just stay in Canada. Of course we are. Even though the whole idea was that we go to Ireland, because I've wanted to go to Ireland since I was in grade 5, so since I was 10. But she doesn't want to go now, so we're going to Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI. So we'll be going to Nova Scotia for two days, and then driving to Moncton, New Brunswick for 2 days, and then driving to Charlottetown for 2 days. And that's the first vacation I've taken in 3 years. The original Ireland trip got cancelled because my coworker went on mat leave and I had to stay back and train another coworker. We were going to go to Ireland June this year, but then I got sick with my gallbladder, and then that coworker got fired, and then we were going to go in the summer, but then I had to train all summer. So it's just been a thing. So finally we're going to go and we're going to do something, And I'm going to keep saving up and hopefully get to Ireland eventually. And I'm going to leave it for now. I might be able to do the planner stuff. I have to charge the light again because it only lasts for a few minutes. So hopefully we'll have that piece in. If not, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, let me know where you're from. I'd like to learn more about other people out in the community. I'm trying to join more things and swaps and round robins and be more of the community, but I'm pretty much an introvert who hyper focuses on numbers. So what can you do? So I'll talk to you later. Maybe I'll have the section about planners and pens and other crazy bullshit, and you can watch that. So for now, goodbye. I'll see you if I video more. Hello and welcome back. It is now Sunday, August 31st, and ooh, my hair's still doing a thing. I thought I would film a little bit more because on Friday, well, actually, right after I finished doing that video, they called and I got my car and everything. Took my Snow Queen in to be just. Oh. Hi. Oops, where did it go? Hi. Well, welcome back. This is the not very well thought out portion of our video today. So, right after I finished filming that first portion, I got a call from the people at the car dealership that my car was ready, and so I went and I picked up my car and completely forgot to finish editing the video. And I mailed out my Snow Queen to my partner, and hopefully it'll get there Tuesday. I don't know. It takes a while. They said 2 or 3 days, business days, and it was the end of the day, so probably wouldn't get to Ontario until probably Tuesday. Anyway, I also got my package from my partner in the swap, and my season was autumn, and so see what she wrote here. Yeah. This is from Lisa, who is Forest City Stitching, and it is called Pile of Joy by the Crafty Peacock Stitchery. And so let me take this out of here. I'm going to hang it up in my office here. And it is done on a board, like a, how do we call these boards? So it's done flat lay and then done on a board. It's on a, it's an Ada, but it's got like leaves. And so this is what Lisa has made. I'll put it here so you can look at it. So find your pile of joy. And this, like I said before, this is my first time doing a swap like this. I did a swap at um at Stitch North when I went last April, but I wasn't very successful. Like nobody wanted my thing, so I'm kind of like about my ability to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna hang it up behind my computer here. That's that. And then as we are allowed to send up to $10 in like little treats or little stitch stash, pasta stash. She sent an autumn harvest Mill Hill kit and some you call these floss drops and a needle minders. I've never made needle minders. I have made floss drops with my Cameo, but I haven't ever shared them with anyone. I just make them out of like paper. So I'm sure that there is now a cat in the picture. Oh no, she's not. What are you doing? Get out of the picture. Yes, there's a cat that thinks that this is her spot. So it is also August 31st, which is usually traditionally the night that I would order my Hobonichi. And so I thought I would go over other planning things that I've done. And I'm kind of up in the air as to what I'm going to order or not order this year. So I might not order tonight. I might wait until, hello, did we really need your grooming of the cat right here? I might wait until a few days because it's kind of crazy. So yeah, this right now is the Hobonichi that I am using. And this size is the one, probably this cover too, is the one I'm thinking of getting. So I would get either the Teco or the Day Free. I think I'm going to get the Days Free. It's a little bit less expensive, but I don't really do daily anyway. And then I'm going to get basically, there's a book that you can get that does this for the Techo. It's extra money because the Techo does not come with the weekly in it, but I like weekly planning. So I thought while I was doing this, I would go through a few of the other options that I've done in the past. So, can you move? This does not need your help. So, in the past, I've done A6. Now, this is another, call it Stology 365. So there's technically 365 pages. If you look here, there's like the year, the the months at the top, and then the days, and then the numbers of the days. So you are supposed to like highlight. Let's see, I have a highlighter here. So if I was gonna highlight today, I would highlight August, Sunday, 31st. So that's kind of how you tell what day you have in here. So this is just astrology. This is one of my bullet journals. So this is how I used to do it. So generally I would have like a tracker on the side. I would write out my weeks and I would do what's called a Dutch door. Now, I don't know if that's offensive to the Dutch. I'm sorry. It's just a like a tip in kind of thing. So I would take the pages and I would, this is a whole month. So I would have the whole month and it would be the reds, have the days of the week at the top. And then I would just do the designs and then I would cut out with an X-Acto knife around here. So the only thing that changed is the week. I did that for several, like I didn't do that in this, like at the beginning, but I did that for a long time. So that's how I kept track in 2021 because I did not buy the Hobonichi and I was like kind of regretting it. And then another thing that I tried, and I'm kind of considering going back to something like this. This is basically a Sterling Ink commonplace planner. So it's very similar to what I really want, but I don't know what her pricing is going to be, and with the de minimis and all the tariffs and things, I don't know if it's going to be super expensive. So basically, it fits into my cover here, which is just a leather cover, and I can swap out books. And it had, you know, the year, some planning quarters, and then every, instead of having a daily, it had just the weeks, and then a bunch of blank pages for you to use for. I wrote notes on project management, which was what I was taking. So basically, this is my ideal layout, and I've tried this before. I don't know if I like the size of it. So yeah, I'm keep trying mostly weekly. So I might go back to sterling ink. Another option I have is also with this. I have the 6 months or 6 sets of these, and these are daily recording. So you have 1 page per day, and I think you have like two. Yeah, I think there's 2 months in here. Yeah, 2 months in each, and I have a bunch of those that I've already previously bought. I also have tried the hemlock and oak, which are really nice. They are slightly different in that they're more of a planner, like a long time term planner. So you'd have your this was an undated one, I think. Yeah. So you would have your months and everything, your goals and your months at the front. And then you would have your weeks. So I did first week. This is January 2020, 2020, 2021, 2023. I'm not even sure which year this is. Must have been 2023. So, yeah, because we had the dog. And so there's, like it was a weekly. And it's a Canadian company, so, like it's easy to get. Don't have to worry about exchange rate. And I like the column, but I didn't like the paper. The paper was too thick. The layout is a little weird for me in that we don't have, like, there's bucket list, self-care, like I found there was too much of this, hello, too much of the reviews and things that I never use. So it's kind of put me off going back to it. And my other option is just term. Now I tend to only like, you look, most of my books are grid, not dot grid. I don't like dot grid. Dot grid is way more popular right now in notebooks and things. So one of my Archer and Olive ones, which is super thick paper you can draw on, but it's dot grid, and I'm not a fan of dot grid. This one also is not really an option because it's like what they call a Neapolitan, so it's like white, craft, and black. I still don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I love it. It's so cute. So right now I'm trying to go through my options of what I'm going to get. Am I going to get the A5 or the A6? I have, alternate covers for both. And I really like Hobonichi, but they're expensive. I use it every day though. So I'm probably going to pull the trigger on the A6 size one, and we're gonna like bite the bullet and do it because I save my money. I save up certain amount of money every month so that I can get the Hobonichi at the end of the year. But it will come at the end while I'm on holidays with my mother. So I am going to do my tarot card pull as well, since we're here. And then I can catch up. Today is a holiday, or today is Sunday. Tomorrow is a holiday, so I have an actual extra day off. So I'm going to catch up. So we have the Four of Rods or Wands, so fire again. This is happy family. This is contentment, family, goals, or you're achieving your goals before I go. So that's what I'm doing today. Cleaning up my craft area. I'm gonna turn off the background so you can kind of see what's going on here. So like this is my craft area and junk area. I'm going through it. I'm trying to hang up here all like some of my threads. I have all my threads up there. I have extra papers, planner supplies. I have old computers that need to be dealt with. I have things that just need to be put away and decided on, and what am I gonna do with them, kind of thing. So that's my weekend plans. I'm gonna hopefully be back in a month. I'm not get out of the cat. She's in the cat food. I'll hopefully be back in a month if I have something to show for it. The last couple weeks, I just haven't felt like stitching during the week, so I stitch on the weekend only. And now this weekend I'm super, super, super busy, so I might not get a lot done, and I might not have a lot. So if I don't have a lot, I'll be back when I have something. Otherwise, see you then. Bye.